What's up, family? I'm back at you with another video. This is going to be a brief explanation of non-duality and why we have duality and why duality is only an illusion. So a lot of information. I'm going to try to get it all in very quickly because I know attention spans are a little low sometimes. But so first, in order to understand duality and non-duality, we need to know where we came from, why we're here, and then where we're going. So we are all infinite beings that come from the one source. The one source is all light, all love. It's nothing else. It's all light, all love. And when we are in the infinite source, we don't know anything else. We know light and we know love, but we don't experience light and love because there's nothing else to compare it to. So in order for the infinite source to experience what it is, it has to come down to a realm where it's not. So we, as still connected to the source, take the long journey of slowing ourselves down to the material realm where we incarnate in a body. In this body, we experience darkness, we experiencing love, hate, we experiencing pleasure, pain, we experiencing all these dualities. We even experience tall and short, good and bad, at least our perceptions of good and bad. So that way we can experience the opposite of what our true nature is. So we have to incarnate to a slower realm to experience what we're not. And when we die, or at least our illusion death, the body's death, then the spirit starts this journey back up to beyond the speed of light. And that's where you hear people who have the near-death experiences talk about there was a flash of light because you're accelerating and going back to the source. So now, even though we experience this realm as separateness, in all actuality, there is no separateness. Now, let me explain. So I'm going to try to break it down as simple as I can, and hopefully this makes sense. Go in your kitchen, and what do you see? You see a refrigerator, a stove, a microwave, air fryer, a toaster, whatever. You see all of these separate material things. But when you go inside of those things, what's the one thing that powers them? Electricity. Electricity powers all of these individual things so that electricity can experience itself as a refrigerator, as a stove, as a microwave. Electricity is no different. There's no refrigerator electricity. There's no stove electricity. Electricity is just what it is. Electricity doesn't need the appliances. The appliances need the electricity. The only thing the electricity need the appliances for is just to have the experience of being a microwave or a toaster or air fryer. But electricity is the same in all forms inside of it. That's the same as you and I, except it's consciousness. Your consciousness is not different from my consciousness. It's just consciousness experiencing itself as Akashic, as you, as that woman, as that man. But if you go inside, it's still the same consciousness that's connected to the source. And the source is just experiencing itself. Now, these electronic components in your kitchen, they have blockers on them because electricity is 100. So these blockers prevent the electricity from frying the appliances. So there's a blocker that the refrigerator gets this many volts, and the microwave gets this many volts, and the air fryer only gets this many volts, and there's fuses and breakers and all this stuff to limit electricity. Now, us as humans, we have these same breakers, except they're imposed by us. We could be full consciousness if we didn't have our mental blockers that have been put in us through the form of education, our families, our parents, our friends, our societies. All of these things have created these blockers of lack, doubt, and not having enough and not being enough. And all these things have been putting you so that you believe that there's limitation. But in all actuality, the full bore of consciousness, there is no limitations. We have put the blockers on ourselves. So I know it's quick, it's brief. I know people lose attention very fast, so I try to get as much information out in a quick amount of time that I could. But that is the reason why there's no duality. There's only one thing, and it's consciousness. And that consciousness pervades in everything, the same as the electricity pervades in all appliances. Hopefully you can relate to that. Hopefully it makes sense. And hopefully we see each other again. And until then, namaste.